Hey traders, it's John Howell here from tradingandinsting4u.com, and in today's video it is on the 12th of September, and in this video this is looking for the week ahead, and we've got some interesting things to show you in this video. We're going to show you exactly what happened last week, what we called last week and why we called last week, and this week we're going to show you exactly what's happening right now in the market so you can have a good understanding, a good analogy of what, a good roadmap of what to do moving forward within the markets. Okay, now what do we have on the board today? This video is filmed on the 12th of September. This is a bigger picture view. Okay, we're looking at the bigger picture. Where's it likely to go in the next week or so or more? Okay, so that's that. We're looking at the DJI, the Dow Jones Industrial Average today. We're looking at that market today, and also we're looking at the S&P 500. See exactly what that's doing, what it's doing right now on the charts. Okay, now last week we called the downside. Last week I put out a video saying moving forward this week we should get some more downside. That's exactly what happened, right? Got a bit of a down movement, a bit of upside, and the sellers came in hard during the late of the week and hammered it down to show you exactly what's happening there on the charts as well. So we called the downside. Now why do we call the downside? Well, as we can see, right, last week's market on the weekly chart, this is on a weekly chart here. On the weekly chart, we had this here where the market ran up and then it ran all the way down and created like this overall, what I'd like to call a reversal candlestick pattern or reversal bar, where the market runs up, runs up, and this is all buys, and the sellers come in all the way back down, and then they actually close lower through here. Okay, so this was the open, this was the high, and this was the close through here, basically, okay? So you can see the sellers really came in. Remember, this is a weekly bar. So I came in front of the screen last week, in front of the camera last week, and said, we should get more downside this week, moving forward on a larger scale. That's exactly what happened. So if you did better from that, well done, okay? Now, moving forward this week, what do we have? Bear flags, back on the bear flags again. But guess what? The bear flags is now intact, okay? It was a potential bear flag before, but now it is intact with the actual charts. So the bear flag's intact. And let me show you what I mean through here. Here's the overall bear flag formation. Looking on the Dow Jones Industrial Average, this is the bear flag formation here. We've had the market run down through here. And then the market's run up. And then it's run back down through here, and then what it's done, it's actually came up here, broke a little high, it broke this high here just a little bit, and then reversed back down. That was when I called the stop and reverse pattern. If you don't know about the stop and reverse pattern, go back to my other YouTube videos and check it out, okay? So stop and reverse pattern, and so it went down there, it created this high up here, get a different color for you. Okay, so it created this peak up here, and then, I'll get the color right. It created this peak up here for you, and then what it did, it ran down, and this is what happened this week, okay? I call it up here. This is when I jumped in front of the camera saying, it's going to go down, it's going to go down, or this is potentially going to have a downside on the actual charts, okay? And then the market did, it dropped down. It ran all the way down to the bottom of the flag, it ran back up, and then what happened, it created another lower peak, and now it's dropped all the way through. And this is where the market is closed right now on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Right there is where the market's closed, below the support line, where the market has continually bounced off that movement there. Continually bounced off, and now it looks like that's to finalize the bear flag. So downside is high probability now, especially on the Dow Jones. Now, looking at this market, S&P 500 is a question mark. Why? Because it is just at the support line there with the bear flag. S&P 500 at the support line. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, the top 30 stocks in the United States, that has actually broken it and closed below the bear flag. That is a very bearish sign. If we do see the S&P break that support line, which we should see tonight or tomorrow night, moving forward, then the markets look like they're going to have a big down week this week. Okay, they look like they're having a nice big down week this week. They've broken the bear flag, so I wouldn't be surprised if the next couple of weeks we see some good big downward movement. So if you are in superannuation, if you're in your 401k, if you're anything like that and you're a bit worried about it, then what I suggest you do is take control of that, okay? We teach strategies at tradinginvestingforyou.com. We teach strategies how you can actually handle your money and be in a trade with your own 401k or your super, and even if you do get the direction wrong, you can still potentially make money in the market. Okay, so if you're in a situation where your super, if the market goes down and you're wrong and you lose money, come down and check us out, because we can actually teach you a strategy that even if you potentially do get it wrong, you can make money with your super or your 401k. If this market goes down a lot, you know that things are likely to happen with your super, and it's not going to be good. It's going to be bad. Okay, you know that. So that's it for this. Let me actually get to the charts and let me show you exactly what is happening. Okay, so we're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average chart now, and what we can see is we can see this overall big upward trend line here. If I squeeze this chart in a bit more for you to see, okay, you can see that this overall trend line from basically back here, okay, we had a bit of support line, and that severely broke through there, and now we're going through a bit of a sideways period through here. And looking at this period through here, if I zoom this in now and show you, if I zoom this in, you can see the resistance here came down, hit support, came up, hit resistance, and now what's happening is this overall resistance point, this is what we talked about in the video. This was the reversal flag that I said we're likely to get downside this week, and that's exactly what happened. You can see this big bear candle here moving forward. Now moving forward on this week, what we can see, if I go over to the daily chart, is we can see this here, okay? Look at this here. This is very, very, very powerful. This overall close here, which is below the actual bear flag, that is super, super powerful, okay? And I just want you to realize how powerful that is. And on top of that, look at the volume there. There's huge, huge amounts of volume. Big bear candle flowing down with the volume. And on top of that, look what we have here. We have an actual head and shoulder formation within the bear flag as well too, and moving down. So head and shoulder within the bear flag, breaking below this support line through here. You can see this support line there, support line there, and support line there, and a bit of support line there, and you can see the market broke down and now closed below that. Now because that is broken below that level there, that is super, super, super powerful on the downside, okay? So we have two different things here. We have this upside movement through here. You can see and this is the most powerful thing I can probably teach you in this video here today, is that the closing prices are very, very, very important. You can see here that every single time that the market got down to these prices, let me just do this here. You see that bounced off there, it bounced off there, it bounced off there, it came down a little bit there, right, and it bounced off there. But look at this here now. Look where the market's actually closed in there. It's actually closing below, right? Getting us a bit more downward movement as well too, to the downside. And so that there looks like it wants more downside to come this week. Very, 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 very bearish. Just a quick look over the S&P 500, S&P 500 daily. You can see right now the S&P 500 daily is actually right at the bottom of the actual bear flag. Let me just remove this out of the way. Is actually right at the bottom of the bear flag as well. So that should overall ensue see more downside. And if I go back to the Dow Jones Industrial Average chart for a minute, then as soon as this is broken now, so this followed through, should see the S&P 500 also see some more downside as well too. So all in all, in a nutshell, we have a bear flag. Let me just show you this here. Okay, we have this big bear flag through here. Okay, big bear flag through there, and it's also closing through here as well, which is very, very, very bearish. And then also a bit of a head and shoulder formation, and that's breaking as well too. So very, very, very bearish. More downside is high probability. So keep an eye out for that, and make sure you keep an eye on your superannuation. And I reckon you respond to this situation, not react if the market does drop. So, traders, did you see that chart? Did you see the Dow Jones Industrial Average, right? You can see like there's probably a bit of a small head and shoulder than the daily chart too. For small little head and shoulder, broken that bear flag now. Looks like it wants more downside to come on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Very, very, very bearish. High probability on the downside. and you can see that exactly there. Also on the weekly chart, you can see a very, very bearish formation there as well, okay? So that's it for this video. Make sure you come down to tradinginvesting4you.com and check us out there, and make sure you fill in your name and email in on the front page where you can keep up to date with what we're doing here. And also I'm giving away a whole bunch of free gifts just for coming down. So come out and check us out and get a ticket to our next VIP webinar. Also, I'm giving away a free iPad, so come down to facebook.com/share trading mastery. That's facebook.com/share trading mastery. Or if you don't know where this video came from, or if you want to keep up to date with these videos, make sure that you come down to youtube.com/trading and investing. youtube.com/trading and investing there, okay? So anyway, in a nutshell, if you are in your 401ks, like I said before, if you are in your 401ks, or if you are in your super and you're a bit worried about the market crashing and you're losing money in your super again, come down, check us out, okay? Put your name and email in on the front page, and we're going to show you exactly and we'll give you a ticket to our next VIP webinar. And on that webinar, we'll show you how you can use your super, okay, or your 401k to potentially make money even if the market does go down, meaning against you, okay? We'll show you exactly how to do that. So most people are not teaching these strategies, but I'm going to show you exactly here, revealed for the very first time in history, how you can do this, okay? How you can potentially make a very nice monthly income even if you do get it wrong. So come down, check us out, and you'll be glad to see that, okay? So remember the bear flags, okay? Remember the bear flags, very, very, very powerful. I have a client of mine, and he said that he said to me, John, one of the most powerful things you ever taught me was the identification of bear flags. That's all he trades, okay? That's all he trades on a small time frame chart. So if you're looking to trade a pattern, if you understand the actual bear flag, now I wouldn't suggest you trading based on what I've told you today, okay? Because remember, there is risk in all loss, correct? Sorry, there is risk in all investing. And I don't know your personal situation, so just make sure you class this video, or make sure you have this video as just general advice only, okay? There's no guarantees in life. There's no guarantees in any strategy, but just make sure you understand that. But all in all, in a nutshell, one of my clients said, John, I just took one of your videos from your course, and applied it, which was the bear flag. I saw exactly how to identify it, how to find the entries and stops, and so on and so forth. And now I've just applied it to the smaller time frames, and he's loving it. He's waiting for these just for these bull and bear flags, and I have two other flags as well, apart from the bull and bear flags, and he's having a ball. Okay, so in a nutshell, make sure you keep an eye out for those bear flags because they're very, very, very powerful. Anyway, I'm out of here. And I want to make sure you say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and that is success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.